Oh my God. My dear God. The red light is on. So you know it's Stancil Culture time. Episode 7. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the most important Stancil culture we've had to date. As we cover something near and dear to my heart and many of yours, which is the gym and all it entails. What you're going to hear over the next series of minutes is not suggestions or ideas. These are rules and laws. What you're going to hear is the canon that is the proper etiquette to using a gym. Now, I could literally be here all weekend talking about this. So, in this first iteration of gym time with Jim, we're gonna cover the big stuff. All right. Oh boy. And out of the way, patreon.com/skimassmedia. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're already on there. As always, harass and abuse your family and friends to join it. Same for the YouTube and same for subscribing to Sports Mask and Ski Mask on all the platforms, even to listen to it, Spotify, iTunes. Of course, it's on YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Also, skimaskcollective.com. You can buy things such as this shirt that says SMC on it, tank top, whatever. Folks, there's so many, and it's gotten worse and worse. So if you listen to the show, you know I was a personal trainer for years, 5-6 years, certified, the whole 9, clients, and just in general, I've been lifting for more than half my life now. Seriously, started probably actually caring about lifting when I was 17, 18. I'm fucking almost dead. I'm 36. So yeah, that's more than half my life. So my point is, I've seen a lot. I've been on both sides of the token in the gym as far as training and working out. And there's so many issues I see daily that need to be addressed. So let's get right into it. Let's start. I'll try to go in some kind of chronological order, but who gives a fuck anyway? First things first, stretching. And listen to me carefully here. Stretching, not necessary. Period. That's it. That's a fact, folks. Go look it up. If you have an ailment, if you have something's really tight or you have some kind of ailment where, whatever, your hip is tight because your back is, that's one thing. If you have a specific ailment. And I hope this has helped some of you because it's a waste of time. So what stretching does is elongate your muscles, which for the most part, again, unless you have chronic issues, you actually want the opposite of that. If your muscles are too loose, they don't have that tautness to them, you could actually injure yourself, especially running. You'd never want to overstretch your legs before you're walking or running a lot. The best warm-up, stretching-wise, for your whole body is just walking or doing some kind of light cardio. All you need before a workout is to get some blood flowing. So whatever, you don't have to, I usually run. You could go on the elliptical. You could walk on the treadmill if that's more your speed. But do not fall into this, and I think it came from personal training, and I'm going to pull back the curtain here. I think it started with this whole movement of all this stretching beforehand, came from personal training, because where does it all come back to, folks? The money. And listen, I was on the front lines. When you got to kill an hour with somebody, especially if they suck at lifting, yeah, I'm going to waste 10 minutes stretching at the front of the workout. I'm going to waste another 10 on the back. Think about it. But physically, stretching is not necessary, and it's laughable when I see young people stretching. It's like either you don't know what you're doing or you have some kind of serious ailment. Most of the time, it's because they don't know what you're doing. They read in like Men's Health, like all these different stretches. So they want to try stuff, which also leads into other workouts, which we'll get to. And I was a sucker. Listen, I'm man enough to admit I used to buy into some of that stuff because I would see it in Men's Health every week, or see it in whatever, this fitness magazine every other week, and read about it. But in reality, I can't. I literally, and I'm not just saying, I haven't stretched in over a decade. Just haven't done it. Like I said, if I have like my hamstrings really tight or something like that, yeah, you bend down. I'm talking about sitting down, wasting 5, 10, 15 minutes stretching your body, totally unnecessary. Coming from a professional like me, folks, just get the blood flowing however you want to do it. Stretching, totally overblown, and you could actually hurt yourself more stretching because your muscles will be lengthened, which is not what you want if you're doing any kind of resistance training. So let's get out of it. So right off the bat, we probably touched on 75% of people who don't know what they're doing at the gym. So don't waste your time stretching, you idiots. All right. A lot of these seem to be epidemics that have magnified over the last year. The biggest one is bringing your gym bag, walking around the gym with your gym bag. No. Every gym has a locker room. No one wants to see you fucking dragging your gym bag with you everywhere, like fucking Linus in his fucking blanket. It makes zero sense. I put my gym bag in a locker. I never use a lock. I'm at the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week for the last almost 2 decades. I've never used a lock. No one's ever stolen shit from my bag. Don't believe the only thing of value that should be in your bag are your car keys, which nobody's going to steal. Don't bring your wallet in the gym. Don't bring valuable shit in the gym if that's what you're worried about. Use the fucking lockers, you idiots. And I have a theory. I think this, again, has something to do with some kind of... I almost get the feeling people think, like, it makes them more of a serious, like, lifter to have your bag on the floor because it shows you bring... I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me why and of course, at every gym there's the nut jobs who put their bag on the treadmill next to them or, like, do all that crazy shit. I'm not talking about nut jobs. I've seen it at multiple gyms now. Again, younger people or people that, are healthy, bringing their bags around the gym with them. Again, grow up. Grow the fuck up, first of all. Put your bag in a locker like an adult. If you're really that concerned about it, put a lock on it. But there is no reason for you to bring your bag around the gym. If you're mixing shit or doing supplements, run in the locker room. It takes 30 seconds. I hate seeing that. Grow the fuck up. All right? Leave your shit in the locker room like a fucking adult. It's not cool to bring your fucking bag around the gym with you. Same for the gallon water jugs. You fucking idiots. Just get a normal water bottle, and again, it takes 20 seconds to fill. There's no reason to walk around with a gallon of Poland Spring in 2022. Again, sheep. Either you're a sheep, you're an idiot, or something in between. But it's not cool. It's not cool. Doesn't mean you work out a lot. The opposite. When I see people bringing their bags on the floor, walking around with gallon bottles, like, oh, this guy clearly read Men's Health for the last 6 months, and now he's trying to work out. So stop that. Stop that. And again, with all this, I'm not yelling at you folks necessarily. Have these same conversations with people you know. Or just, play this on your computer and turn it around to your fucking dumb friend and hit play. This is for them. And this is to empower you to say no to these people. And if you are doing this stuff, then fuck you, I guess. Very hack thing, but still true. And this is twofold. Not putting weights back and dropping weights, both. If you do either of those, you are weak. Let me be clear. If you drop your weights, like after a set, that means you how I see it and how anybody who's lifted for a while sees it, that means you were too weak to finish your set. Part of your set is being able to put your weights down in a controlled manner. So if I see guys dropping weights, in my head I go, oh, that guy couldn't handle that weight. He couldn't handle that last rep. You're weak. If you drop weights, you're fucking weak. Much less discourteous, just not courteous to everyone around you. Forget that. That's secondary. I want you to know if you drop weights, you're weak. Because that means you can't finish your fucking set. You fucking pussy. You coward. So never drop your weights. So if I see somebody drop their weights, I'm going to go tell them, oh, I guess maybe you should drop it 10 pounds next time, since you clearly can't handle it, since you can't put them back down in a controlled manner. Oh, you can't handle that weight. Because you can't, you fucking idiots. You can't handle the weight. If you can't put the weights down in a controlled manner, you're too weak. Also, we'll fucking parlay that into the yelling and the grunting. Again, in my career, never have I ever yelled in a gym because of effort. Naturally, you're going to make some noises. For me, it's not even that, okay? A little noise, of course. If it comes out naturally, of course, because you're exerting. But there's literally no reason to yell. It's 100, 100. Don't let anybody try to explain to you why it's not. It is 1000. That's 1,000, folks. 1,000% about attention. What I've noticed in seeing the people that do it, it's usually people who aren't putting up a super heavy weight. So they're trying to draw attention to themselves. They're trying to make themselves feel like they're doing something more important because they've seen guys yelling, putting up a lot of weight, probably on YouTube and shit, stuff that doesn't even happen in real life, maybe at like Olympic weightlifting competitions. Zero reason if you're a recreational lifter to ever yell or do any kind of excessive grunting other than what you naturally do. Again, grow up. Grow the fuck up. And, putting the weights back. Very simple. And again, goes along with what I said about dropping weights. If you can't put your weights back, everybody knows you're lazy. Everybody knows your house is covered in filth because you can't be bothered to even put simple things back that aren't yours. So we all know that if I see you finish a workout and leave your weights and go to another workout, in my head I say, oh, that person is a slob. That person's a piece of shit. That person's house is filthy. That person's a hoarder. That person is selfish. It's a bad person. Don't be that person. Because again, you're obviously too weak to be able to walk over and put your weights back. Coward. And again, please share this. This is canon. Please share. This is basically religious. Share all this. This is a Bible. This is a Bible that you need to use if you're working out in the gym. Oh, another thing. Next thing, working out with multiple people. Now, there is always a time and a place. Years ago, you folks might know if you watch the shows, old Julio is getting back in shape a few years ago, some other people. So I would go, I would tell them I'm going, and they would meet me there. And we would work out together, but we stayed out of people's way. It was bang, bang, bang. It was not a social gathering. And that's what I see today. I see guys in there with 2 or 3 of their buddies, and they're just time wasting is what I call it. Because there's never a reason to lift more than 30 minutes, 40 if you're pushing it. But if you're lifting correctly, if you're lifting for an hour or more, you're doing it wrong. Sorry, that's fact. If I see guys lifting for an hour, I'm like, oh, that guy doesn't know what he's doing. If I do my cardio, my lift, and more cardio, and I see a guy still on the weight floor, oh, that guy's an idiot. Doesn't know what he's doing. Right? Because you are an idiot. Because there's no muscle group. It's the old cliche, Rome wasn't built in a day. Just because you were a fat fuck all weekend and were just eating wings and pounding beer, and now you want to make yourself feel better trying to do it all in one day, too bad. That's not how your body works. You still got to pay for those wings and beer. You can't do it all in a day. Your muscles will stop reacting after a certain point. You can only lift one muscle group so much. Usually, for me, I do circuits. It's 2 or 3 circuits tops. But more than that, it's not your muscles. You're not doing anything. Your muscles are already spent. And once your muscles are spent, they're done. You can still move stuff around. It's not like they're going to fall off, but you're not doing anything. And if you do, I'm going to do biceps for a half hour, legs for a half hour, whatever. And that's why you're spending so long. Also wrong and not helpful to your end goal, idiot. Because you can only recover so much. So you make your whole body sore because you're fucking feeling guilty about being a fat pig all weekend. It's pointless. But working out with people. So my point was, yeah, in and out, folks. In and out when you're lifting. Okay? Get on a cardio. Save time for cardio. Save time to see your family. Save time for other shit. But no one should be lifting for more than 20, 30, 40 minutes tops. I look like this, and I've never done it. So, you know. And that's my point. Working out with people, I see these kids there for like an hour and a half. There's 3 of them. They have a conversation at each one of their sets. Like, that is not helpful. Here's the exception. This is what I still do with my buddies. Hey, man, I'm going to the gym tomorrow morning. You want to meet me there? Yeah, I'll be there. And you guys meet there. The motivation, because everybody knows, it's not a secret, I would hope. The hardest part about going to the gym is getting the foot in the door. So if it helps you that your buddy says, hey, I'll meet you there at 7. Oh, okay, perfect. I was on the fence about going. Since you're going, I'll meet you there. That's great. And that's good. Whatever it takes to get to the gym. And you can do cardio on machines next to each other. That's fine. But lifting with people, unless you're doing it in a rapid fashion, which you can do, but the majority of people, when they're lifting with other people, it's do a set. Talk about bullshit. Do a set. Talk. Go take pictures of each other's dicks. Talk more. And you're just there, just on the weight floor for an hour and a half, much less, you should be doing cardio and other shit as well. And then my biggest pet peeve that goes right with that is working out with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Yuck. Yuck. Now, again, I'll be nice. And the same thing I just said, if you guys want to go to the gym together, that I have no problem with. Go to the gym with your chick. She does her cardio and butt exercises, and you lift chest, whatever. And then you meet, hey, all right, let's get out of here at 2 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock now. We'll do what you got to do. See you on the way out. Fine. Maybe do a cardio together at the end. Nothing wrong with that. That's the end of it. There is zero reason, both emotionally and anatomically, where a man and a woman should be lifting weights together. It is strictly, and I want to emphasize, I can't emphasize this enough, it is strictly out of cuckold behavior. It is strictly out of jealousy. It is strictly out of feeling less than. I don't know why I'm blanking on the word right now. But, jealous, many adjectives. My point is, there's no reason for it, because a man and a woman shouldn't be doing the same workouts. Almost ever. They can do the same exercises, but not really almost, because guys should be doing different shit. So when I see a chick, and when you see a chick and her boyfriend like right behind her, like a slave, because God forbid this is my girlfriend, go look at me. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck, dude. And if you're that insecure, I'm gonna pipe your bitch as soon as you turn your back anyway, homo. Oh, it's just sickening. And I've seen it a lot more with this new, this new hipster and metro culture where they don't have any real issues in their lives. They work in finance or one of the hashtag fake jobs. They just on the computers, probably at home all day, and then they live in these little bubbles. Everything is nice, so we got to do everything together. And it just makes zero sense. So if you're a dude doing it, you're a bitch. And if you're a woman going with your guy, tell your guy to sack the fuck up or come get this hog, you dumb bitch, because I'll give it to you. But no reason, absolutely no reason men and women should be working out together. Mostly out of the male being worried that I'm going to fuck his bitch. Cuck behavior, pussified behavior. Never work out with your. Oh my God, I see how they like follow each other around. It's so embarrassing for the guy. Anytime I see that, Jesus Christ. A huge pet peeve where this has nothing to do with COVID, but wiping down machines. Done it my whole life. COVID meant nothing to me. But I see, and I'm going to call out the woman here. Almost to a person. Walk on a treadmill for a half hour and then just walk away. Like on the elliptical. Like just because you're not covered in sweat doesn't mean you don't have to wipe down the machine, you fucking slam pig. You got shit on your hands. You touch your dirty cunt. You touch your stupid fucking product in your hair. It's not all about germs and just sweat, you idiots. Anytime you use a machine, be a fucking first world citizen and wipe it the fuck down. Again, anybody who doesn't wipe, these women that go on these machines and don't wipe them down, gutter trash. Gutter, swamp, rat trash. If you're a dude, you're a mongoloid. It takes 2 seconds to wipe down the machine, you fuck. Every gym has a little towels or spritzers to wipe down the machines when you're done. Have some fucking class. Join the first world country that is America and fucking have some respect for some other people and wipe down your machines, you fucking pigs. Disgusting. Boy, that was a lot. There will be more. But that was the tent poles of stuff. I'm sure we will have another gym time with Jim soon. But this is a lot to digest. I think this is a lot. Some people, maybe not all of them, maybe one or two of them. But some of you have shit to work on. So work on it. Take everything I said into account. Give me some feedback. Send me pictures if you see any freaks. I love seeing the freaks and time wasters at the gym, I call them. The time wasters, guys who don't use the correct form on anything just because they're trying to do more weight. And we'll go from there. But we need law and order in the gyms starting now. Let's go, folks. Have a great weekend or whatever.